Hi, this is Representative Rick Larson with this week's weekly recap with Rick. I'm standing outside the privately run Tacoma detention facility and just finished exercising my congressional oversight authority and responsibility and, by touring this facility with staff from ICE and staff from GEO, the private company that is operating this facility. What I saw in the facility, we took just a basic tour. We saw a kitchen, we saw the law library, we saw medical facilities. And one thing I'd say right now is that they're still understaffed. The president's policy of arresting 3,000 people a day for detention, I don't like that policy, but it also means that staffing up this facility to ensure that it is serving the people who are detained here. Now about 1,500 people are here. It's nearly double what it was at the beginning of the year, and they aren't staffed up fully to be able to serve these people every day with even basic services. Say they're trying to do their best, but still falling short, and so that's one thing I discovered. The other thing I'd note, I saw one of the housing pods where folks are staying, and I just really want to be sure that folks are getting what they need, that they're getting a place to sleep, they're getting 3 meals a day, access to phones and access to tablets so they can communicate with their loved ones on their own time, as well as ensuring that they're able to see their attorneys, but also finding out that about 10%, maybe 10% of all the folks who are in the detention facility actually have legal representation. So we need to fight for the dollars to be sure these folks are representative, so they can have their constitutional rights protected, no matter who they are. I also had a chance to meet with Alfredo Juarez Zafarino. The community knows him as Lalo. His mother wanted to name him Lalo. At the time, he told me she was not able to do that, but she insisted still on calling him Lalo. And we'll say this: he still seems resilient, still seems hopeful, but it's taken its toll on him being in the detention facility. And we talked a little bit about his experiences here. I talked to him about how many people in the community wanted me to meet with him. People he doesn't know, people beyond his family and friends, but people who love him, people who are hopeful for him, people who are being resilient for him in the Skagit County and broader community on his behalf. I told him how much people care about his future. And so we had a chance to talk, and we're going to try to work on something he asked for: the ability to see his family, not behind a plexiglass screen, but be with his family physically, being able to hug them, touch them, and talk to them in one-on-one. Again, not separated by glass, but in a room so they can be literally with each other. So we're going to work on that for him as well. Look, I'm going to continue to work with my colleagues, including Representative Jaya Paul, who's the ranking member of the Immigration Subcommittee on Judiciary Committee. I'll work with her and many others on Lalo's case and other cases that we're hearing around the Pacific Northwest to be sure that while Trump's egregious policies are going on, that everyone has a chance and an opportunity to exercise their constitutional rights while we're continuing to fight against these policies. That's this week's weekly recap with Rick from outside the Tacoma detention facility, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.